Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claudia, and today we are going to be calming our bodies and getting our bodies ready for a good night of sleep. So we are going to focus on resting and finding peace, regrounding and reconnecting, so we can release anxiety, we can release stress and frustration, and find that calm space where we can best get some good sleep. So today we are going to be using a nice big pillow. I also recommend having a blanket folded or just like a thick blanket. And I also recommend having a block or two nearby. So we are going to be starting with a pranayama exercise today. So a breathwork exercise called humming bee's breath, or in Sanskrit Brahmari breath. And this is a really nice breath work to do to release anxiety away from the body, to let go of frustration, relax our nervous system. So in this pranayama, we use our hands to create a sensory isolation of our hearing, of our sight, and also smells. So I want you to start by coming onto your sitting bones, sitting cross-legged. If you have any pain in your knees, you can use a block just to support. And now you can raise your elbows up to shoulder height and place your thumbs onto your ears, closing the ears. And now place your index fingers above the brows, pointing to that third eye, taking a moment, looking upwards to that third eye, recognizing the point where it's at. Now you're going to place your middle fingers on top of your eyelids, closing your eyelids. Place the ring fingers onto the nostrils, partially closing the nostrils, and rest the little fingers on top of the upper lip, or out to the corners of the upper lip. And now we're going to take an inhale in through those nostrils, and as we exhale, we're going to try and emulate the sound that a bee would do humming. So close the ears, shut the eyes, partially close the nostrils, and rest those little fingers, and take an inhale in through the nose, and exhale, creating that bee sound. So we're slowly exhaling, and during the duration of the exhale, creating the bee sound. So inhale, exhale. Noticing the sound inside your internal head, connecting with that third eye. 3 more breaths. Staying focused on what is within. 2 more. Release the fingers, release down the arms. Rest the palms onto the knees for 3 grounding breaths, inhaling into the nostrils, all the way down through the spine, into your sacrum. Relax down the shoulders. Come back into the subtle body, final breath. And exhale, let go. Very nice. Now we're gonna grab onto our blanket and our pillow and place the pillow here onto the middle of the mat and roll onto your knees. Looking here to the top of the mat. Place the blanket here to support the knees and roll onto your knees. And now begin to let the knees come a bit further out to the sides of the mat. Extend the feet, sink the hips, the sitting bones down onto the heels. And you can begin to walk the palms to the top of the mat. And rest down your chest onto the pillow, and if you need to adjust it a bit closer to the thighs and the belly, you can do that. And once you arrive here in your child's posture, we're going to stay for 10 full breaths. Rest down a cheek or rest down your forehead. You can slightly bend the elbows to stay soft in the arms and the fingers. Letting that chest fall into the pillow, supporting you. For 8 more breaths. Keep that breath flowing in through the nostrils and out softly, taking in the air and exhaling, deflating the belly. For 3 more breaths. Begin to lift away the hips as you exhale. Plant the palms and come back onto the knees and remove the pillow out to the side. And you can keep your knees resting onto the blanket. Tuck the toes gently. Find that tabletop. Keep the knees and the hips stacked and shoulders and wrists are stacked. We're going to do a few rounds of cat and cow to release the spine. So drop the belly until the pelvis up as you inhale. And now tuck that tailbone, press into the ground, rounding your spine as you exhale. Inhale, drop the belly, tilt the pelvis up to the sky, opening up the chest. Exhale, round the spine, push away the ground. We're going to do 3 more rounds of our cat and cow, moving with your breath. Releasing the spine, the stress from the spine. And exhale, rounding, and come back into center. We're just going to put the blanket out to the side and find our pillow. Place down the pillow. We're going to find our way onto the pillow with our sitting bones. Let the feet come together and let the knees come out to the sides in your butterfly posture. You can grab onto your blocks and place the blocks between the pillow and the feet. We're going to keep our chest open by pushing the shoulder blades together. Place down the forearms and let go with the crown of the head. Let your knees be heavy, resting down to the sides. For 10 full breaths. Getting a nice stretch onto your neck here on the back side. Opening up the hips. This is a really good posture to release any fatigue from long hours of walking or running, standing on your job. So letting go of that tension. Rooting down your sacrum into the ground. 4 more breaths. Exhale, come back to center with your chest. And now place the blocks out to the sides. We're going to do a nice stretch onto the sides of our neck. So come into that cross-legged position. Find your neutral spine, so the point between having your tailbone tilted back or tucked forward is that beautiful light neutral spine. Place the right hand onto your back and wrap it around your left elbow. Press down the left palm into the ground here on the side and start to tilt your head over to the right side, getting a nice stretch onto the left side of the neck. Let your right ear come even further down, creating light pressure. For 5 full breaths. Let go. As you exhale, come back to center with your neck. And now you can place the left hand here behind your back and wrap it around the right elbow. And place the right palm into the ground over on the right side. Now begin to tilt your left ear over to that left shoulder for 5 full breaths. Release the palm, exhale, come all the way back to center. Now we're going to remove away the pillow. Find your way onto your sitting bones, extend out the legs, grab onto your blocks, and you can keep the feet hip-width apart. And now place the blocks here between the legs. And let the forearms come into the block. Begin to create slight roundness into your spine. Let go with the crown of your head. Release the feet, release the palms. In your forward fold for 5 full breaths. And slowly roll through the vertebrae as you exhale. Let the shoulders come all the way up to the ears. Inhale. And exhale. Let go. Very good. Place the blocks over to the side. And we're going to roll ourselves all the way onto the back. Extend the palms to the top of the mat. Tuck the tailbone strongly under. Roll through the vertebrae. Come all the way down onto the mat. And now you're going to rest down the crown of the head and squeeze those knees into the chest. Wrap around the shins, grab the opposite elbow, squeezing those knees tightly into the chest for 5 full breaths. And exhale, release. Use the palms to extend the knees out to the sides of the mat. Now grab onto your heels. Find that happy baby posture, letting your knees come into a 90-degree angle. And use your palms to gently squeeze the knees further out to the sides for 5 full breaths. And make sure that your lower back is still painted down into the ground. 1 more breath. Exhale, release away the feet and extend the legs gently to the sky. We're not going to overextend the legs, but they're slightly hanging here. And let the palms come down the sides of the body for 5 breaths. Getting that micro bend onto the knees. Now we're going to start to move the hands all the way above the head, creating a diamond shape here above the head. Take a nice inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, begin letting the legs come over to the right side, slowly letting them travel here all the way, bending the knees. And let the legs rest over to the right side of the mat. For 5 full breaths, keep your chest open to the sky. Getting a gentle spinal twist. Final breath. Release the legs as you exhale. Come back to center now. Extend the legs. Keep the knees micro bend for 5 full breaths. And exhale, begin to let the knees, the feet come over to the left side, bend into the knees, into that 90-degree angle. Keep your chest open to the sky. And square the hips over to the left side for 5 full breaths. And exhale, let the knees come back to center. We're gonna extend out the legs to the top of the mat. Let the feet come out to the sides, let the palms face the sky. Roll the shoulder blades closer together underneath the back. Rest down your head for 5 full breaths. Letting the air travel down into your belly. Final breath. Exhale as you press into your elbows, press into the ground with the palms, bend the knees, and find your way into the center here of the mat. We're gonna squeeze our knees into the chest, find a neutral spine, wrap around your shins. Once you arrive here with that neutral spine, you can start to rest down your forehead into the knees. For 7 full breaths, squeeze the knees tightly into the chest, creating more space between the shoulder blades, hugging yourself, thanking yourself for taking this time. Find your peacefulness here, your calm body. Closing the eyes for 1 more breath. And exhale, let's go. I really hope that this video can help you get some more calm and restful sleep. And I am so grateful that you decided to click my video, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Sleep tight. Good night. Bye.